All right, Bertie. It is episode number 135.
135.
Today we went into dogging and
Yes.
places to dog, good spots in trim in your local area.
Exactly. And what kind of jobs people who go dogging have.
Yeah, no, we were talking about actual dogs. So the jobs that dogs do. We talked about our dogs a little bit as well. We talked about our previous dogs, and we also
got a little bit sad in the middle.
It did, but look, every good story has to have an up and a down.
Yep.
And that's just the way it goes. And it goes back up again.
Just because the song ends doesn't mean you can't enjoy the music.
Exactly. Just go back to the start. So we did that. We did our shell bombs, obviously. As always, we had some lovely news in there.
Oh, yes.
Donald Trump popped up.
He did.
As he does frequently. Yeah, he always pops up for some reason, that bloody Aegis. And then we also finished off with our shell bombs.
Shell bombs. Waffle game was in there too.
Yes, it
as
was.
always.
Right, Bertie, will we get on to naming the sucker?
Let's name it. I have two names.
I've only got one.
Okay.
My one is Let's Be Frank About Dogging.
Oh, mine is just dogging jobs.
Okay.
Or whale poop detectors.
Oh, whale poop detectors is good.
Yeah, there you go.
What about whale poop detectives?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I like that.
That's a new show to rival Bluey.
All right. Oh, I love Bluey. You brought me back onto it
but
again.
would you also like two detectives that are dogs that go around sniffing for whale poop?
Ah, yeah, that's pretty good, yeah. All right, Bertie.
The whales are their arch nemesis.
I'm going to...
The dogs of the ocean.
You've convinced me. I want to see it now. I'm going to tee you up. It is your time to give us the name for the podcast. Okay, Bertie, it is episode number 135.
Whale poop detectives.
There we go.
Yeah, waffle me this, waffle me that. Thinking of the topics that you could have had. The only game that makes me feel so alive. I'm guessing for 30, it could be on the line. Getting them all would be a superpower. You could get it every week on the JB Waffle Hour. JB Waffle Hour. I love that song.
How was your weekend? Boom, boom, waffle hour. JB Waffle Hour. The JB Waffle Hour. The JB Waffle Hour. The JB Waffle Hour.
Beautiful voice, listen to.
Thanks, man. I try my best. I'm just going back to the quick bites. I'm just like we've done. This is episode 135.
Yes, hello everybody. It's episode 135.
Hello,
of JP Waffle Hour Podcast.
I'm just going to count. You do the little intro there.
Oh, yeah. If you have time and you are not busy, please make sure you rate, like, subscribe, comment if you will, partake in our polls when we post them up, view our stories, give us now a little love heart, comment under our videos. The summer has been a busy time for us. We're coming towards the end of it now, so everything should be back up and running because I find it very hard to do this as a hobby to make sure everything is correct on the social medias, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We had camera issues, SD card issues, and then they're on different nights and things like that, and things just doesn't go right. Sometimes we're just a little bit underprepared, but we should be back up and running.
So we've 135 episodes, and,
Yes.
we've also got 12 quick bite episodes.
Oh my god.
So that's 100 and what did I say? 135, 140, 47 episodes in total. 147.
Yep.
I was talking to someone last week actually about this.
Third birthday in November.
Oh yeah, I have to do something special. Yeah, I was talking to someone the other day, and they were saying it's such an achievement to get by, say, the first like 12 or even less than that episodes of a podcast, because you very quickly find out that, you know, the content and stuff that's out there isn't, it's hard to maintain it and to keep it interesting and stuff like that. We've done 100 and what did I say there? 147 episodes. Yeah. Jesus H. Christ.
We've had us having the crack. We've had guests in. We've had Zoom guests.
Yeah.
We've had best bits. We've had throwbacks.
Guests from America, from Czech Republic, was it?
Yeah,
Czech Republic. Yeah, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we're still going strong. We're down a John, but you know, we'll be back at some stage.
Yeah, things happen.
He's still stuck in China. Do you remember that he went to China?
Yeah, that poor man has been frisked. more times than he cared to remember.
I think he's just enjoying getting strip searched now at this stage.
He's going to be in the court, and it's like they're going to hold up the doll and point to where he touched.
If he ever gets home, he's stuck in some prison somewhere near Wuhan.
But he'll feel really tall over there, so.
Yeah, and no, I think he's just integrated himself into Chinese culture so much that he just
squints the whole time and nobody knows anything.
Oh my God! Stop giving me things to cut out of the podcast. Jesus Christ!
Edit.
I'm leaving that in. I'm just gonna leave it in. So yeah, Bertie, it's a full episode this week, and there's no weekend stuff because obviously we don't talk about weekend stuff on the big podcast.
Only the news.
Only the news. So Bertie,
the hard-hitting news.
Oh, will we get straight into it then?
Give me some news, Scotty.
All right, let's
give
get
it to
into
me in
the
my
news.
face.
All right, news time.
Absorb it into my ear holes.
It's like my little thing there.
Shoop.
If I can find my news, hold on. Oh my God.
Oh no, I can't even find this news.
No, I've got it.
Oh, we need filler.
No, we're good. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the Foo Fighters. I like the Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters, yes.
Do you like the Foo Fighters?
Yeah, I like Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
They do the Gillette song, Best Man Can Get.
That's right, yeah. They've done a lot of really cool stuff. He's a funny guy, Dave Grohl. But they... Oh, I get the joke. Sorry. But they've been in the news a little bit recently. They did the Taylor Swift thing. You know, Dave Grohl
didn't like Taylor Swift.
Talked about Taylor Swift accidentally. I think he mentioned her name, and he got a lot of hate over that. And then at the weekend there, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. walked out on stage at the Donald Trump rally to a Foo Fighters song.
Oh, which one?
My Hero.
Oh, yeah.
And they got a whole load of stink, but Dave Grohl has now come out and
distanced himself.
Yeah, he's now said we didn't give anyone any what's the word, permission.
Yeah, you probably need permission for that, don't you?
Oh yeah, you're using the song in
like
public.
If you walked out, out of Aldi or something, and the song was playing, right? But because there's so many people there and it's on telly.
Oh, it's no.
Permission, like.
It's a public event, and they're using it as their intro song to a public event. So, they get a load of trouble. I'd imagine they'll sue them. They'll get a little bit of money. They'll be told not to do it again. But it happened actually last year as well. I think it was My Heart Will Go On. Celine Dion was used at another Donald Trump rally, and again Celine Dion came out and was like, stop using my song, you're not allowed to use my song, don't want it associated with you big stupid idiot. And he got in a bit of trouble for that, and I'm sure he paid someone off and it was grand. But just interesting, like how you would feel with your kind of your art being used by someone who you do not like at all. So imagine, say, a training session that you've done out. You've done a specific type of session for a team. It's specific to, say, how you want to coach, and then someone steals that idea and someone you don't like and uses it for their county team.
Yeah, well, I suppose the thing with that is that everything is stealable in such things, but it's all about how you implement it.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
So that's a little bit different because, I go to games and you watch warm-ups and you take drills. And nobody really says anything.
I constantly do that. I see stuff and I'm like, oh, that's deadly.
And then same with warm-up. And people have asked me about different Excel sheets I have for doing runs and stuff like that.
Me.
That you can type in, and I have them all set up. But it's just information. I found it somewhere. I didn't create it. Yeah. I got it. I share it on and give it on. And it's how they implement it, because it wouldn't be the same as me. It might be better. It might be worse. You don't know.
Yeah.
So that's important. How do boxers get away with it though? Because they always have walk on. How do the wrestlers get away with it?
Well, no, I don't think it's getting away with it. You have to pay for the rights.
Oh.
So you have to pay for the rights for them for that sort of thing. And then if the artist turns you down, then you can't use it. So there has to be rights. I don't know how much you pay, but there is. Yeah.
So the wrestlers would pay for their walk on songs and all that, would they?
Yeah. Some of the wrestlers, they get those songs written for them. And some just use songs and they have to get the rights for them. You can do it in sampling and stuff as well. You have to. This is the thing that's come up in music, is that a load of songs nowadays at the moment in the charts are all samples of old songs. So you know that song Blue Dabba Dibba Da. Yeah. Blah, blah. There's a new song now at the moment.
And Green.
No, it's not. But it uses it pretty much.
I heard it.
Yeah, and they use the thing, and they had to pay the original artist.
He's sitting at home.
A whole load of money, and there was
that was his only song.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Babylon 5. No, Babylon Zoo or something.
Oh.
Was it Babylon 5? I don't know. I'm thinking Babylon 5 is something else. I think it's
Mammo number 5.
no, I think it's like a hair curler or something. Or is that Babylus? I'm thinking of Babylus maybe. Go on, look it up there. But there was an interesting one with this over the Rolling Stones. Is it Babylon?
Eiffel 65.
I'm blue, I'm thinking of Spaceman. Who did Spaceman? Was that Babylon 5?
Spaceman.
Well, yeah, what was the...
Spaceman came traveling.
I want to go into space, man. Intergalactic something. Good song. Back when people wrote music.
That's Sam Ryder's coming up. That's obviously not that.
No, it's not.
Babylon Zoo song.
Babylon Zoo, yeah. What's Babylon 5? Look at Babylon 5 there, sorry. You're my Jamie now for the podcast.
I feel like Babylon 5 could be something to do with...
This is better not be something like porny or something. And I'm like...
No. I was going to say the Bible.
Old woman porn. Babylon 5.
Babylon 5 is an American space opera television series created by writer and producer J. Michael Satskris.
Yeah, no, I don't watch that.
No, that's not
okay, good. I'm glad it's not porn.
That's it.
So yeah, there was an interesting one with this with the Rolling Stones and do the song Bittersweet Symphony by The Verve.
Yeah.
So they used the strings.
That's where he's walking in the street.
Yeah, do you know that bum 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 bum? That's a Rolling Stones song.
They've done a Shakira one as well. They took a little bit of a Shakira
recently.
Yeah.
Although that's not a direct sample, that's I don't know what it's called. Is it
an insertion?
Yeah, no. They've changed it enough for them not to pay Shakira.
Poor Shakira.
Yeah,
she's raging.
Shitheads. But it's just. Music nowadays is all just, and we go out and we do our gigs and whatever, and afterwards the DJ comes on.
Do you have to pay people to sing songs?
No, not at all.
Oh, why?
Because like we don't play them that are exactly like the actual songs.
Okay, so it has to be exactly like the actual song.
Yeah, well, no, it has to be the actual song, so you have to be using the music from the song.
Oh, and what do you do?
We just play it ourselves, like.
Okay.
It's not a recording of it, like.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So it's just us
if
covering
you had
it.
like the music in the background and you were singing the song, then that would be exactly the same.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly, yeah. But where was I going with that? Yeah, music. Every second song that comes on that DJs play, it's all a throwback to music that we were listening to at some stage with some sort of new twist on it.
I think I'd walk out to Dragon Force, Fire and Flames.
You always surprise me with that song.
I love that song.
You keep on
Imagine
bringing
you're
it back
coming
in.
out and you're putting up your hand and all the lights are going and then everybody in the ring are like, oh my god.
Is this to an eating competition or what is it?
No, it's wrestling.
Oh, you're going to wrestle someone?
Yeah,
okay.
wrestling, yeah.
Jeez, that's a good wrestling intro.
And then I run down the ramp. And
you'd be running pretty fast.
Into the ring.
Jesus. That's class. Yeah, very good. Yeah, so there you go. That's that. Did you see the other thing there? Now that we mentioned the Verve, Oasis have
the Bertie Slam.
Jesus Christ, I'd pay lots of money to see that. But there was something come up there at a festival recently, and it was a flash of kind of the Oasis Wonderwall.
Oh, big announcement tomorrow.
Big announcement
or
tomorrow morning. No. Oh yeah. Sorry, last Wednesday. So you'll all know about it by now. It looks like Oasis are coming back.
Yeah, I was at Oasis in Slane. It was loud.
Oh, was it good?
Yeah.
I'd love to see them now. I would go and see them, I have to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, so big announcement there,
Nice
maybe.
trip. Whoop, whoop.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's move on. Next piece of news. So Gen Zers have been asked what they feel being old is, or officially what is old. I'm just going to read this verbatim because I haven't read it too closely. So being old is subjective, apparently. Age is but a number. You're only as old as you feel, or the woman you're feeling, etc., etc. However, Gen Z, so that's people born between 1997 and 2012, think you're officially old once you hit late 50s. That's okay. We're still quite young then. Research carried out by Wellsoon at Practice Plus Group found that Gen Z believe people in their late 50s are effectively elderly and enjoying their retirement. Holy shit. The study found that 20% of Gen Zs reckon those in their late 50s spend their days sitting in an armchair, while 16% are just pottering around. The Gen Z population of Ireland are going to get a shock when they're working until their late 80s. Yeah, they're going to be working forever. God help them. But 50s. Bertie, look, I mean, We're heading out the other side of 30s now. We're still in our 30s. I'm holding on to 30s.
Every year, the length of the mortgage I can get goes down.
We're running out of time to be adults.
Yeah, which isn't great.
Yeah, so we're kind of heading into our we'll be early 40s now in a few years. And
2 years' time, I'll be 40 now.
Yeah, I'm 38 at the moment. Oh, no. Am I 37 or 38?
You'll be 39 this year.
I'm coming 39, yeah.
So you'll be 40 next year.
Do you ever forget what age you are?
Yeah.
I do. In my 30s, I've forgotten a few times. I'm like,
Nicky constantly forgets what age it is.
Really?
Yeah, I have to remind him.
It's a constant thing with me.
One year he said about, sure, I'd be 32. I said, Nicky, you're going to be 34 next year.
Yeah. 32?
Yeah, you got
God,
on with 2 years.
I would love to go back and be 27, I think, for some reason. I like that age. 27 was just a nice little number.
Around 30, because that's when I become permanent and work and you getting decent money.
Yeah,
and then you start saving a little bit and stuff like that, and you have extra money floating around.
Oh yeah, I'm still waiting for that.
Up until then, there was a bit tight because I finished college, went back to college, mid-20s,
Yeah.
But then all the money for everything is going up as well. It's fucking ridiculous.
It is. Oh, I hate being blah, blah, blah.
Fucking price of things.
These kids, back in my day. But anyway, yeah, that's what Gen Zers think apparently. So 1997 to 2012 is Gen Zs. I think Gen X is after that, is it? That's the next group up, is Gen X.
Oh, the annoying ones.
So, no, Gen Z are the annoying ones.
Oh, Gen Z are annoying ones.
Yeah, we're millennials.
Apparently.
Although we're on the cusp of millennials.
You're waiting there, 1999, 3, 2, 1, and then you go to switch on your computer, and it's like, computer still works. And then you look outside, everything's still alright.
Yeah, all the planes crashing from the sky.
Now, that wouldn't have been a laptop at the time now. That would have been one of the big white computers.
Desktop. Yeah. There was no laptops back then. There's barely mobile phones at that stage. No, there wasn't there?
I didn't have a mobile phone anyway. People had mobile phones.
The Nokias
I didn't have
were
a mobile
at
phone
that stage, 99.
Today.
Yeah, no, 2000. When did we start secondary school?
I was in 5th year when I got my phone, was I?
Yeah, I was around third.
No, I was in 3rd year.
I was 3rd year, I think.
Oh, yeah. So we done the junior cert in 2000. So yeah, I would have had the phone then, 99.
2000.
Yeah.
Did we leave in 2003? Was it? Yeah. So we did our junior 2000. Yeah. So same year.
Oh yeah, no.
2003.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, because
2001 would have been our junior cert year.
Oh yeah, sorry. So 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
So I must have got then the phone the summer of 2000 then.
And you're texting pictures of, or like little
texting pictures.
texting.
We couldn't text pictures.
Emojis like sidewards brackets,
and you were doing on the keys, and then it was like coming across the screen.
Yeah.
And then you had to try and do the emoji with like semicolon. And bracket.
And do you remember the penis one was 8, and then a load of lines, and then another little
screen
D at the top.
The screen was like this.
My God, that was a dick pic back in the day. Was it a little emoji?
When we started driving in like 2003, you used to have the phone down to one side, and you used to be able to send the texts without actually looking at the phone.
And so you're trying to say like AAA or like 222-555 was like hello or something. Jesus. Madness, absolute madness. We are old. Okay, so moving on. Apparently, Bertie, again, this is Lad Bible. Ireland ranks in the top 10 most miserable countries in the world. Apparently. I'm not happy about this at
the
all.
weather doesn't help.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think okay, we'll talk about that in a second.
I was waiting all Sunday, right? I had a wash to put on, and I kept looking at I think it's going to rain. And the rain never came. I didn't get the wash out, and it was disastrous.
You have a tumble dryer, no?
Now I'm not during the summer. The price of electricity. Jesus, God.
Tumble
dryer.
Get the fuck out of it. Get it dried. A recent report titled "The Mental State of the World" has highlighted which countries don't have the greatest mental well-being. No, in fairness, I'd agree with that. But I think that gives us a little bit of a. That's what gives us our uniqueness. I think
is the Irish misery.
Yeah, the fact that we delve.
The potatoes were rotten in the ground.
But that's funny though. Like we've got such a great sense of humor because of the misery in the country.
Were evicting us.
Maybe I like the misery.
Yeah, maybe like the misery.
And the rain and stuff. You have to have a good sense of humor, I think, to live in this country. Yeah. If you don't, you're fucked. I saw a Canadian or American fella was posting on Instagram, and he was saying that, you know, he hated living in Ireland because he was here for 5 years, and he went home and he found that Ireland was very cliquey and he couldn't make any friends. And I was thinking, okay, well, what's the common denominator here? Maybe it's actually you.
You see, yeah, because he's Canadian, so he wouldn't have went out late at night because Canadians are afraid of the dark. So, it's dark a lot in Ireland.
All right, okay.
So maybe that was, he came
Could have been that.
winter, maybe.
He could have been a Yankee either, I'm not sure.
Oh.
But, yeah, no.
Well, a lot of people I see on TikTok and stuff and came on holidays to Ireland and liked Ireland. And the amount of English people that are buying derelict cottages and moving to Ireland and doing them up and saving them, like, fair play to them. Because the standard of living, because they want to be out in the country, that kind of standard thing, where they don't necessarily get that in England for the price or whatever.
Yeah. Come to Ireland, come on.
Especially the van life. People are coming in campers and stuff and going around Ireland and deciding this is the place to be.
Sure, we've had people living in campers for a long time in this country. We're used to that. Anyway, so the Global Mind Project surveyed 400,000 people across 71 countries and found that Ireland to be the 8th most miserable country, sandwiched nicely between Iraq and Egypt. Oh, that's great. Between Iraq and Egypt, two war-torn countries.
They drink their tea out of like glasses instead of like mugs made of glass.
Yeah, that's right. Mugs. Yeah, does it keep it warm longer or something?
Go there.
No, that's not for me.
I'll be going there.
So the results were defined by scores of mood and outlook, social self-drive and motivation, adaptability and resilience. Fuck off, we're resilient.
Who was number one?
Cognition, it doesn't say.
Oh.
The number one most miserable country in the world, I can look it up if you want. What's your bets? I've got to say it's got to be somewhere maybe...
Turkishistan.
Oh, you're thinking it's Middle East. Okay, let's have a look.
I was going to say like Norway or Finland because it's dark the whole time for 6 months or whatever up the north. But I think those countries are quite nice.
Yeah, they are. They've got like
there wouldn't be
universal healthcare and stuff.
Yeah.
Let me just see here. Finish typing on my phone. Misery index by country. Okay, here we go. Oh, actually, okay. I what I was thinking was actually pretty right.
Oh, what were you thinking?
Expand. I was thinking it was going to be one of the African countries, just because of the amount of poverty, and I was right. So I'll give you the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll give you the 10.
Okay.
Jesus Christ! Actually, that's surprising. So Turkey is the 10th.
Okay.
We're going to break it down then. Cuba, Ukraine, Yemen, Argentina. What? Sudan, Lebanon, Syria. Yeah, you're getting all.
I thought Ireland were in that, but they're not there.
What did ours say? 8?
8, yeah.
Oh, this must be an old one. Syria, Venezuela, and Zimbabwe.
1 Yemen Road, Yemen.
Yeah. We're not even in the top 20 there actually.
Oh,
on that list.
Someone's lying to us.
Yeah. So Zimbabwe number 1. I would have thought Zimbabwe would have been a happy enough little country.
Zimbabwe.
But anyway, Argentina's in there. That's surprising enough. But there must be a little bit of social unrest and stuff in Argentina, isn't there, the whole time? So there you go. That's my news for today, Bertie.
Have you heard about the Ishima Ohashi Bridge?
I have not. Oh. Enlighten me, please.
Let me see. It's it's a bridge into Japan that looks like a roller coaster for cars. This concrete structure is an extremely steep bridge in Japan. It connects the cities of Matsu and
Go on, Bertie.
Sakamita Anto.
Sakatimi Anto.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a guy from Dublin. Where is this going?
That one there.
Oh, okay. Sakaminato.
There you go.
Sakaminato.
In the western part of Japan, the road is paved and well constructed and spans a mile across Lake Nakaumi.
Nice. I wonder if your pronunciation of that was in any way accurate.
This roller coaster bridge in Japan was built from 1997 to 2004.
Oh God.
That's how long it took to build the bridge.
Holy moly.
It is mental. It like nearly goes straight up.
Do you know what Sorry, go on, yeah.
Architects carefully designed this steep bridge in Japan so ships could pass under it with ease. The ridiculously terrifying slope freaks out even professional drivers. It literally looks like a roller coaster. So if you've ever been down, say, on the Ringakerry and you're in those back roads and you're going up, and all you see is sky and you can't see if anything's coming, imagine that, like, multiply that by like maybe 10 or 90.
No thanks.
There are a few nicknames for the bridge, including the roller coaster bridge, the bridge to the sky. Looking straight onto the bridge is both intimidating and awe-inspiring. It looks impossibly steep for cars.
Why would you do that? Why?
Would you like to see a picture of it?
Yes, please. That's just stupid. You're asking for accidents with that joke. Actually, someone on a motorbike is definitely zooming up to the top of that yoke and then...
Imagine your brakes fail coming down.
Get out. Yeah, that's just... Why would you build that?
There you go.
Did you know that the roof of the Sistine Chapel took 7 years to complete? And that it was 75 years in planning, apparently. So the guy who painted the roof... do you know who painted the roof of the Sistine Chapel? Go on. You know...
That's one of the turtles.
Yes, it is one of the turtles, yeah.
Michelangelo?
No.
Donatello?
No.
Raphael?
No, the other one. Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, he was the one. Da Vinci, wasn't it, that did the Sistine Chapel?
Oh,
I think
Leonardo
it was the
da
roof.
Vinci, was it?
Yeah. Maybe fact check that. I think it was Da Vinci. Michelangelo did the statue, didn't he? Did he do David, the statue of David?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
it was the one that loves pizza the most.
Raphael? Oh, Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Okay, so Michelangelo then was doing the...
Sistine Chapel, yeah.
What did Da Vinci do then?
The Sistine Chapel ceiling painted in fresco by Michelangelo between 1508 and 1512 is a cornerstone work of high Renaissance art.
There you go. Michelangelo. Sorry. So the planning for that, he wasn't even alive when they started planning how to paint that roof. And then it took him, 7 years to complete it there, which is fascinating. I think it's class. And I was talking to someone today about it, and they were saying that, over the years they put different preservatives on it to try and keep it, the original oil and stuff. And there was obviously layers and layers of stuff, but they found that the candles in the...
Leonardo da Vinci was the Mona Lisa.
Oh, okay.
Go on, yeah.
That the candles in the Sistine Chapel, all of that stuff was affecting the colour of it and stuff, and it was dimming. So they got like a laser to try and strip it back, and they were doing it like millimetres at a time, like it took ages. They stripped it back to the original paint, and they've got this new like lacquer thing on it now that will last like 100 years.
Well, I was there in September 2009.
Right.
And you couldn't take any pictures.
That's the other thing. They don't allow pictures of it, yeah.
And then...
Because the flash effects.
Yeah. But I was then there in October 2019, and everybody had their phone out taking pictures.
Oh, just working away.
And it's mad now. I know it's 10 years, but it's mad the difference, because obviously the camera phones are different with no flashes, and people are using big cameras or whatever in 2009. But I remember in 2009 they were so strict, and there was security there. And this time, 10 years later, security man is sitting at the door, and everybody's all taking pictures.
He's sitting on his Instagram, just flicking through or going through TikTok. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? No one gives a shite about history anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
but you're right though. There's loads of renovation work, or not renovation work,
restoration.
Yeah, and minding and stuff now.
Yeah. Good.
In case anything happens.
Good to see. And there's a lot of work in that. The OPW do a lot of that type of stuff on castles and stuff in Ireland.
Yeah, in Ireland, yeah.
Just restoring little bits and bobs, which is great to see. Fair play, because stuff can really fall into disrepair if you leave it alone.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Will we move on to our topic? For today,
let's do our topic.
Right,
excellent.
All right, Bertie. Oh, look at the phone going off. Busy boy.
That's just to remind me of Famous Credit Union.
Right, okay. Boring. Okay, Bertie, our topic today is based around man's best friend, the dog.
The dog. Yeah, you have a dog, I have a dog.
Yeah.
You had other dogs, I had other dogs.
Yeah, don't remind me about the other dog.
Yeah, well, I always think like...
Sad.
The dog, you're probably going to outlive your dog, to be fair.
Yeah.
And it's, you enjoy, just because, the journey has an end, doesn't mean you can't enjoy the route there or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But, like, I never planned on getting another dog after my first dog.
Yeah.
And then you had all the stuff and it was there, and a few months later, then you think, oh, I'll get another dog.
Yeah.
And you think, I won't get another one the next time.
Yeah.
And then 3 or 4 months later, it's like, no, you want to get a dog. Like,
yeah,
because
great.
when you have a dog around the place, it's very hard not to have a dog around the place.
Yeah,
especially when you have all the stuff there, like the kennel will still be there or whatever the case may be, and you just feel like, and it's not replacing a dog. Like I've had 3 dogs. One for 15 years, well, almost 15 years. One for almost 10. He got a heart problem, and now the current dog for it'll be 3 years in January. Is 3 2 years.
Yeah, we got our dogs around the same time.
Yep. So, and like they're completely different dogs. So you never replace a dog. It's just a kind of a different adventure or a different journey.
Yeah, it's new.
And they act different and they do different things, and they're slightly different breeds, albeit they're all collies. So. And they all do different things, and they're all, some are who are more intelligent than others. Some had like Cooper has really good recall. Right. Rusty didn't have a good recall. No matter how much you train him, but then he'd be good in the close things like sitting, standing, things like that. But his recall wasn't great. And Cooper's Recall is really good. And then Sparky was just lazy.
Yeah, I find
He
all
was
of my
a show dog though.
all of my dogs are just stupid.
Oh yeah.
And I like that.
It's always a reflection on the owner though.
Stupid but gorgeous. Yeah, I find my dogs are really, really silly. And I love that silliness in dogs. You know, just really silly things like chasing themselves in circles.
Oh.
You know, tearing up your bank statements. You know, that type of stuff.
I wouldn't really like that.
No, not that. But
your dogs are inside though, are they?
no, they're outside. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so's my dog, yeah.
Yeah.
And people get really annoyed and antsy about that though.
Dogs are literally wolves. They were built to be outside.
Yeah. But
Don't worry about
I do
them, they're
think
fine.
though, if your dog is always outside, he definitely comes acclimatized. The problem with dogs is if they're inside and then outside and inside and outside.
Yeah.
Or if they're inside for ages, like Brian Griffin, and then he was told to be outside and he just couldn't survive outside.
Yeah. Once your dog starts walking around and talking, he's pretty much inside all the time.
But the reason was that I brought up about the dogs is because there was dog trials on TV
Right.
over the weekend. I think it was in Ackle or something, was it?
Right.
And they're just showing how well like the collie dogs work and general sheepdogs and stuff, and how well you can train them and how important they are, and the commands they can learn and things like that.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, that's kind of, if you ask somebody like, what job has dogs got, people would probably think of, oh well, you know, sheepdogs or herding dogs. But dogs can do lots of other jobs.
Yes, they can.
And all different breeds have like different jobs. Like I think, is it the golden retriever has a specific kind of tail because he was used on boats.
Yeah, it's
to
for
retrieve
swimming.
tons, swimming things. But then there are also dogs in the world that they have proper jobs.
Right. Okay.
So there is a dog.
Ice cream vendor.
There is a dog called Jax, and he is the official stamp licker at a post office
Jesus Christ.
in the Isle of Skye in Scotland.
No way.
Yeah, he works every day waiting for customers to come in for a free lick. And a pat, of course. He wants a pat. And an important public service carried out by a very good boy.
That dog is going to die fairly quickly.
And then
The amount of glue that thing is eating. Jesus Christ.
And then there's another dog that takes the money in the shop in Mead as well.
What?
No, Mead in Dublin, is it? Do you ever see him? No.
No.
And so he's in the shop and you give him the money and he brings it to the lady and then the change comes back. And
she puts coins in the dog's mouth.
well, no. And then there is they are doing a big job of restoring wildlife.
Right.
In where is this now? I can't remember where this is. Hang on.
Is it in Wexford? Is it or not in Wexford? It's in Wicklow.
In Chile.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So they have trained border collies to spread seeds in Chilean forests.
Chile.
So they have like little knapsacks on their back with all the seeds on. See, look.
Yeah.
They're flying away and they're running and they're spreading the seeds as they're running through the
They're
forest.
so cute.
Now, there's a good job to have there.
That's a great job.
Yeah.
Well, as you say, they're the Golden Retriever, Golden Labrador, the Standard Poodle apparently, and a German Shepherd are all very good to be used as service dogs. So dogs that you bring around for, say, people who might be blind or what's your like guide dogs and stuff, mobility assistant dogs, hearing dogs, apparently seizure dogs as well.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts on emotional support animals?
Yeah, well, they could be important too, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, you can bring dogs into old folks' homes.
Yeah, I saw a dog in the
They're
supermarket the other day, and I was like, that's a bit gross. And then I was thinking, okay, well, it's probably an emotional support animal, but like it's still a little bit gross.
Is that for like anxiety in public places and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's for a kid though.
No, it was an adult.
Oh.
And the adult definitely wasn't blind.
You see, now, the thing about that, right?
Because I took their big stick. They definitely saw me doing that.
I went to trip him and he stood up. I jumped over. The thing about that, right?
Yeah.
So, I know it's important for, obviously, like, if you're blind or, you know, the seizure dogs, they're very important.
Yeah.
But the thing is, too, if it's purely for an emotional thing about being able to leave the house with the dog, we've just said that you will outlive your dog.
Yeah, that day's coming.
And I think the more the dog, I suppose, it's important in how you live, the harder it is going to be replace that dog.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So, like, I know, like, because I think it's only a specific kind of dog, and if it's an emotional one, there might be a bigger connection there than if it's a dog that you're using to help you see, because they're trained dogs, you know, whether it's a job or whatever, and there's always dogs being trained to do that.
Yeah.
But maybe the other one is if you're too invested in it, then like you'll end up just staying in the house.
That's it.
You're
Yeah,
not leaving.
you'll break apart.
You'll crumble, wouldn't you? And anything can happen to a dog. A dog mightn't get to 15 years. It might get sick or something might happen to it either.
They retire, like police dogs and say C&I dogs and stuff like that. They have retirement dates as well. So they'll come to the end of their thing and then they'll just go and live with a family.
That's a K9 unit in police,
at
the police force, and then you have the K9 unit in the military as well.
So that's German Shepherds, and then Belgian Malinois, apparently are those type of dogs.
They're well trained, like during like certain wars and that they like sniff out like mines, don't they? And then they send dogs into places that people can't go first to check the area out and stuff like that.
They're class. Those type of dogs are just so heroic.
Then you have all the sled pullers.
Right, who's that? Come on, tell me.
You know, the huskies and all that, and they're pulling the sleds.
Now, that's the thing we were talking about at the start. Like the dogs, they come from, like huskies are probably as close as you're going to get, but they're wolves essentially. Yeah,
well, did you see a husky standing beside a wolf?
No, I haven't. Is it a huge difference?
A wolf is not just a dog. A wolf is huge.
Yeah. They're big old yolks, aren't they?
Yeah. Like people think a wolf is like a dog. They're not. They're like, you look at a husky, right? A wolf is probably 5 huskies.
Really? That big?
Oh, yeah.
You've got to show me a picture now.
Good.
The detection dogs you were talking about there with bombs and stuff, there's one specifically do that, but the beagles apparently are very good at doing sniffing out.
Yeah. A lot of people done it during 9/11. That's anniversary's coming up, of course, soon.
What we're doing around 9/11?
They were sniffing and finding like survivors, like.
Oh, the dogs were?
Yeah.
No way.
Loads of dogs were used during the rescue attempt in 9/11.
That's class. Go on, the dogs. They're brilliant dogs, aren't they?
Now, that's not the picture I seen.
I love them.
They look a little bit more, not maybe 4 times as big, but definitely bigger.
Yeah, definitely 2.5, 3 times as big as a normal husky. But yeah, look, that's wolves. But that's where the breeding came from. Yeah, they were wolves that learned to be around humans because they were codependent. There was food lying around. There's a little bit of a rub or a touch there, and they're like, oh yeah, no, this isn't too bad. And then all of a sudden we have fucking poodles.
Oh, them little dogs are
little yappy yolks. Yeah, that's the other thing. What is with women in their 20s and 30s having those little small yappy shitty dogs? Why do they have them?
Did you see how much certain dogs have changed too? Especially, the pugs. Yeah. Pugs didn't look like that like 50 years ago.
But they just keep on running into traffic.
It's all the breeding in them.
Oh, right, okay.
And then they get this like overbite thing that has developed over the time.
They're inbred, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. But
they're like the English monarchy.
Yeah, but you can see the change of breeds down through the years and pictures of them and see how they've changed. Like certain dogs look completely different than they did.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Through the last 100 years, maybe.
You were talking at the start about search and rescue there.
Yes.
Labrador retrievers, golden retrievers, border collies, a Leonberger dog, I don't know what that is, and German shepherds apparently all used in that. They're specialised towards search and rescue. Looking for
that's what a pug used to look like 100 years ago.
Okay,
he looks alright.
Not a million miles away, really.
Yeah, but it's the face and
go back up.
The teeth and stuff.
That looks like the Oasis. Yeah, you can see it there. Yeah, look. Bull terriers. It's a mastiff. Yeah, look how gross that is now. Yeah. That used to look normal.
Yeah, there you go.
Now look at them. You've gone soft. Oh wow, big hairy yoke. Now we're just looking at pictures of dogs. Yeah. This audio-wise, this is going to be very boring.
Some of them look are. At that dog. What's the XL bulldog or something is going to be like banned in Ireland or something.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
A few of them, I think, are breeds that you have to have muzzles on. Yeah. But now, the XL bully, because it's been caught a few times and like
mauling things.
Yeah.
Staffies are one as well, aren't they? The Staffordshire bulldogs.
Yeah, I think Rottweilers, Dobermans, you have to have the muzzles as well in public. But like, no matter where you are, unless you are in a designated dog park, your dog has to be on a lead.
Yes, yeah, 100%.
People are like get so annoyed about it.
They take
Like,
the mick with it, don't they? Like, in
You
fairness.
know, we've gone on greenways and the canal and cycling and walking, and especially when you're cycling and people don't have their dog in the lead.
Yeah, it's annoying as
And
hell.
they look at you as if you're the problem. And you're thinking, no, it's not that I'm the problem. It's just that your dog is meant to be on the lead. It doesn't matter how well trained your dog is.
Yeah, doesn't
Your
matter.
dog should be on lead in public places.
Yeah, yeah. We had our last dog before this current one out walking in the porch fields in Trim, and an Alsatian off the lead attacked our dog. Our dog was on the lead, and she came over and like bit her back leg and stuff, and she had to go get stitches because this fucking dog was just off the lead.
Because unfortunately dogs are just like any animal. And
yeah, they're an animal.
They can like get distracted, not that they turn on you, but you know, they can do certain things or
could
snap
do.
at you or attack you, and you don't know what would set off a dog. Same as like a bull or a ram or anything.
You have to be so careful.
You never know what's going to set them off.
Don't leave your dog with your baby, please. That's just rule number one. Don't do that. No matter how much you love them, it doesn't
And
matter.
I think definitely when animals get older as well,
yeah.
different
Grumpy.
characteristics come into them as well, like, you know, and as you said, they get grumpy. Several dogs are important members of the scientific team at the Center for Conservation Biology at the University of Washington.
Oh.
Labrador Retriever Tucker and his canine colleagues go to sea with the scientists to track the majestic orca whale, which is threatened with extinction. Tucker and 16 other dogs on the team have been trained to detect the scent of whale poop.
Oh,
They are
yeah.
whale poop detectors.
So in the ocean, they go swim in the ocean looking for
Yeah.
it.
These
Oh,
dogs
very
can
good.
sense the smell of the killer whale up to 1 nautical mile away.
God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
They're fascinating dogs. I
Yes.
love it. Have you ever watched Bluey? No, obviously not. You don't have kids.
I seen it on TikTok, people talking about it.
It is the best TV show ever.
Dogs look at it anyway.
But
Well,
yeah, it's a show about dogs and different
Yeah.
breeds and stuff. And I just wanted to make sure that we mentioned Bluey in today's podcast
Okay.
because it's the best TV show ever, and I love it.
I
sorry, go
remember
on.
the little hobo we talked about before.
Don't know what that is.
He was a dog.
All right,
Yeah.
was he a real dog?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was a show. I remember in the 70s.
Oh.
Little hobo.
Give us your all-time favorite dog, and then we'll move on to our next.
Well, it has to
part.
be collie because collie dogs are all I've had. I've had a rough collie, a brown short-hair collie, and now a border collie.
I'm a lab man.
Oh, a lab man.
Love me a lab, I have to
Oh,
say.
yeah.
The old retrievers are lovely, but I like the I just like labs. Yeah,
Yeah, well, I suppose it depends on like the collies don't grow that big,
yeah,
so and they're kind of agile and they amuse themselves. I always find,
yeah.
and they like being outside, which is most important because.
Break free as well, quite easily, won't they?
Well, that's why your recall is important. Like that, obviously at home it's recall, but anytime you're outside of home, he's on lead anyway, so
yeah.
that doesn't matter.
Much of a muchness.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Dogs.
That's it.
Tell us your favourite dogs. Tell us some of your dog stories. Any good, any bad, and we'll maybe look back at it then next week.
Oh yeah, we love correspondence here at JB Waffle.
Yeah, come back to us. Right, Bertie, will we move on to the waffle game?
game. Yeah, of
Let's
course.
do it. Okay, Bert.
Oh, you didn't play the thing.
No, I did not this week. We're gonna just let that sit for today
Oh, okay.
because I'm not arsed editing. So,
excellent.
what is the waffle game set up this week, buddy?
Hang on there till I get my 30 seconds up on my stopwatch.
Okay, cool. I
Stopwatch.
could time it if you want.
Okay.
No. You time it because
Scotty.
I'll go over it.
In 30 seconds,
Yes.
can you name 5 famous dogs?
Okay. Lassie. And that's it, pretty much.
Oh,
Famous dogs. What
Yeah.
other famous dogs was there?
movies,
Benji.
TV shows.
Benji, Fido, who else? Super Dog.
Cartoons.
Oh yeah, cartoons. Okay, hold on. Bluey. What are the?
Oh, that's your time up. I thought you might have done better than that, actually.
What other dogs are there than TV shows?
Well, I didn't put Brian Griffin in because I thought he was obvious, but obviously not because he didn't say it.
I didn't even. I was thinking like classic TV shows with actual dogs.
Oh no, I just famous dogs. So we had Frank.
Who is Frank?
He's the pug from Men in Black.
Oh
franchise.
yeah. He's quite
We
good.
had Lassie from the Lassie TV
I got
show.
Lassie.
We had Santa's Little Helper from The Simpsons.
Oh yeah.
We had Toto from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah.
Very famous dog. And we had Slinky from Toy Story.
Oh yeah. That's a good one too. I like that. I forgot about Frank. Completely forgot about Frank. Jeez, that was hard. Very, very
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Is Benji a dog? I think it
He
is.
could be in something.
Yeah, I was just giving it random dog names.
Remember that movie Homeward Bound with the dogs?
Yeah.
Bringing home, yeah.
Oh, so good.
That was a good movie.
Was it sad also as well? There was some death in there
Yeah, a
too.
little bit sad, but they got home.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Right, we get on to our shell bombs, Bert.
Yep, shell bombs.
Shell bombs. Pew! Okay. So will I go with my shell bomb first, or do you want to go?
You can fire ahead with your shell bomb. That's not
Okay.
about it.
My shell bomb is just a little bit funny. It's about dogs. So apparently, well, we know this. Yawning is contagious. Bert, did you know that?
Yes.
Even for dogs. So research shows that the sound of human yawn can trigger one from your dog also, and it's 4 times as likely to happen when the yawn of a person that your pet knows. So
whoops.
yeah. If you could test this now, Bertie, this evening, if you
Yes.
go home to your dog
I'd be
and just
asleep.
stand and, would he be asleep already? Or in the morning maybe when he gets up, just give a little yawn in front of him and see if he reacts.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one there.
I'll
There
do
you go. There you go. There's my shell bomb.
This mightn't happen now when maybe when you're going to bed you might do something similar, but probably not when you poop, because we poop in toilets.
Right.
Okay, so when your dog is carefully choosing the perfect place to do his business, you know, the way he
Yeah.
sniffs around, it's not anything to do with sniffing or anything. It's that dogs have to poop in alignment with the Earth's magnetic field
What?
that sense it.
I don't understand what's happening there.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Now, apparently so.
So it's nothing to do with sniffing.
No, they're trying to feel like the magnetic field and where's the exact place they want to poop.
Oh, they're so weird.
There you go. Apparently so. I found that fact on the internet, and we know anything you read on the internet must be true.
Yeah, that's why we've lasted so long as a podcast.
Yes.
Okay, well, Bertie, that was shell bombs.
Shell bombs.